Welcome to Tech and Touch, bridging leadership, innovation, and humanity, made possible through the generous support of the good folks over at Paradox. Listen, when you think about work every single day, there is a list. I'm positive there's a list of things that you enjoy doing, things that you love about your job. But then there's that list of some things that you don't necessarily like doing, things that really pull you away from why you actually accepted the assignment. And you find yourself asking, why can't work be more about the things I enjoy doing and less about the stuff that I didn't really sign up to do? And the folks at Paradox believe that it can be. You can learn more about their philosophy, their thinking and approach towards that concept by visiting paradox.ai. Paradox.ai. So this is the second installment of Tech and Touch, July 23rd, 2024. I just want to take a moment to tell you all, listen, last week I was in London, and I can't express my appreciation for the entire recruitment events marketing team, in particular India, who I work with every single week for the last couple of months, preparing for our trip over to London to participate there, as well as when RecFest lands here in the US in September, just in a few months. But Bobby, Jamie, Lois, Matt, entire team, Diane, Rolly, I mean, just the entire team, incredible folks. RecFest is a premier event. When I say premier. If you're unfamiliar, use the hashtag. Go out on the social feeds and do RecFest, RecFest, RecFest 24. See some of the pictures, some of the write-ups. See what it is that you missed. I had a good time. So listen, going to get into this week's episode just after this quick musical interlude. Be right back. All right, so look, check this out. Pulling together a newsletter that is multidimensional, that is new, is fun. It's the creative side, and it's really what I'm looking forward to as we continue to build this momentum throughout the remaining months of 2024. So what you can expect to hit inboxes in this particular installment are some really good stories. First and foremost, we included a video this week from ServiceNow. It's called Alt Shift Life. Again, Alt, A-L-T, Shift Life. Really appreciated this short 28-minute installation. It's content worthy of your consumption because it's profiling individuals as they are moving through their lives, as they are considering certain components of the work piece, the personal piece, the community piece. Why are they going after certain types of opportunity? And so we absolutely thought that including a link to this video would change the content of the newsletter, as well as give you a nice way of digesting work and it not be in the category of boring or stuffy. Let me tell you, you guys did an incredible job over at ServiceNow, and I'm glad that you teamed up with the good folks at the Tribeca Studio to make this happen.
I'm a kid in the hood with no financial backing. I wanted to break that generational cycle where we're living check to check for the rest of our lives. To have no hot water and to continue to push through that, it is really hard.
All right, so we got some books on the list because I absolutely believe that throughout the summer, whether you are packing a cooler to go to one of your favorite locations in the city. I think they still call them staycations. Whether you are grabbing that duffel bag because you're going to do a little overnight jaunt somewhere within an hour or 2 hours of where you reside. Could be that small suitcase carry-on that you're going to throw above your head because you're excited about doing a long weekend. Whatever it is, I think that we need to do more reading. I remember when I was speaking to young people back in the early 2000s, one of the statistics that I would tell them when I talked about time, talent, and treasure, one of the things that I would share with them when I hit classrooms all across the state of Maryland, I would say historically, most people don't read more than 4 books once they graduate from high school. Repeat that. Most people, once they turn 18, done with their forming years of education, do not read more than 4 books for the rest of their life, from 18 to the rest of their life. My hope is that you'll take one of the 3 that we've recommended. You'll put it in one of those bags that you're carrying, and you'll read that and maybe another book before the end of the summer. We'll be right back. So in our leadership moment this week, I actually found this graph on Twitter, and it's a play on a familiar thing that we talk about in business called a SWOT analysis. In this particular graph, which you will see in the newsletter, it highlights your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and threats. But it is done in a way for you to look internal and external, and it's for you to focus on your company, career, and life. I want to repeat that. It's not just your strengths, opportunity areas, weaknesses, and threats in the workplace. It really is a graph and a form for you to look at those areas in your career, in the company in which you work, as well as in your personal life. Now, here's the deal. I absolutely believe that we would all be in a better position if we took some time to examine from a leadership perspective, and in this case, individual leadership, but if we examine all or multiple areas of our life. The goal is, how do we get better? So real quick before I get out of here, don't forget to visit my good friends Tracy Parson and teams over at Flockety. I want you to save the date for Future of Work Expo, which is going to be February 11th through the 13th of 2025. If you missed Talent 42, you can catch a replay. I believe the team has linked it in the newsletter. Just find the link, click it, and you get access to all of the talks that were done out in Seattle back in June. And I opened up Talent 42, by the way. So make sure you get a good glimpse of how we opened up the session. And then I want to make sure you are reminded about the good folks over at Paradox. Listen, the bottom line is it's a partnership. And they absolutely see it as a partnership. They refer to the companies that they work with as clients because it's their promise to always be there for them, to help them to build the future of work, and they want to make sure that they are doing that together. Sponsor of Tech in Touch, where we bridge leadership, innovation, and humanity. Our sponsor is Paradox. Visit them at paradox.ai. Again, paradox.ai. I say to you this: We can build a bridge to a world where technology and inclusivity go hand in hand. So I don't know if you need a ideation session surrounding anything dealing with diversity and inclusion. You perhaps are considering, even in the midst of everything, a consultant that can come in and help the organization jumpstart some past initiatives, or perhaps put a strategy in place. Maybe you desire to have more and better leadership that models what inclusion looks like. Whatever it is, feel free to reach out to me. You can schedule some time by hitting my calendar link. That's calendly.com/Torrin Ellis, calendly.com/Torrin Ellis. If you want to learn more about the work that we are doing, go visit us at torrinellis.com. Again, torrinellis.com. Until next week, hashtag high grade vocals, hashtag tech and touch. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend that TL is Ghost.